you have on graduate? Do you have on graduate? Yours are all up.
I asked that you remain standing. Can we give them a round of applause? Awesome job, man. I asked that we remain standing, though, as our high school choir is going to be performing the national anthem. So if you are able to remove your caps, please leave them in face our flag. We're playing the national anthem. Directors, you may keep your caps on if they are cash or you don't want to mess with your hair. But everyone else asks to take your caps off for playing the national anthem. Well, good evening and welcome to the Auburndale High School Class of 2022 Commencement Ceremony. I'm Steve Adwai, I'm the principal of Auburndale High School. I'm joined on stage by Mr. Kevin Yeske, our superintendent, as well as board members, Mrs. Sue Rapp and Mrs. Sheila Cherney. Our guest speaker, Valedictorian, Salutatorian, and class president. We'll be hearing from them in a little bit later this evening. I personally am honored to be here to give this welcome. Being an alum of Auburndale High School myself, it is awesome to be part of this day with all of you. 24 years ago, I was in the same seats as all of you. As part of this welcome, there are a number of people I would like to recognize at this ceremony. First off, welcome to all of our teachers, staff, and coaches of our students. You have made a difference in their lives. Many valuable lessons can be learned as a student and an athlete. Thank you for giving your time and talents, as well as for joining us tonight. Thank you also to Tom Patterson for being here to take pictures of this ceremony, and also to get pictures of our graduates with their diplomas. Mr. Patterson takes pictures of many of our sports teams, and he's at our dances as well. Please join me in giving him a round of applause and appreciation for all he does. We also have a virtual audience joining us. Over there, we're streaming this event. And one of our graduates, Phoenix Rostock, was unable to join us today because of his commitment to the Army National Guards. I want to give a shout out to him and thank him for his service. Let's give him a round of applause. Next, welcome to all of our parents and family members. You have watched these seniors grow up. Many of you surely remember their first words, their first steps, and accomplishments. Now here they are today, ready to take the next step in their lives. Thank you for joining us, parents and family members. Now, of course, the reason we are all here, the class of 2022. You are a very special group. While I've only known you for 3 years, I've seen you grow tremendously in that time. Some simple advice I have for all of you is don't follow the crowd, blaze your own path, and remember your roots. You will always be welcome back here at Auburndale. Next, I would like to turn things over to our superintendent to give the district address. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Kevin Yeske.
Good evening and welcome to all friends, family, staff, community members, and of course our graduates. I am Kevin Yeske. My title is Interim Superintendent. It is my honor and privilege to be a part of tonight's ceremony. I have been fortunate enough to live in this community for over 20 years and have enjoyed watching 3 of my children receive their diplomas, just as you will tonight. This ceremony is a celebration for the students who push through the difficult times, exercising hard work and perseverance in order to reach the goal of earning a high school diploma. It is also time for us to recognize and thank the friends, family, community, and staff for their constant support and encouragement, especially when things didn't always turn out the expected way. You are their biggest fans, cheerleaders, counselors, legal advisors, and in some cases, psychologists. Before I leave, I want to remind students of the power of the paper you will receive tonight. That paper, your diploma, will allow you to pass through the doors of technical colleges, universities, military branches, and apprenticeship programs. These opportunities will fuel your growth into becoming contributing members of the communities you live in. With this small piece of paper comes great power. This is the power to change your life if you're able to harness it. The ceremony tonight ends your high school career, but more importantly, begins the next phase of your journey, whatever that may be. Do not let this ceremony, this diploma, this accomplishment be the greatest one in your life. Rather, let this moment be the first of many. Congratulations, graduates, and we wish you nothing but the best as you pursue your dreams.
Next up, we will have the senior song, Go the Distance, from Disney's Hercules. And to sing that solo will be Arthur Hampton. At this time, please give a warm welcome to our class of 2022 valedictorian, Ms. Diploma.
Good evening, families, friends, faculty, and the class of 2022. I am honored to be standing before you, and I would like to thank you all for being here tonight to help my fellow classmates and I celebrate our graduation. I would also like to thank the teachers, staff, and parents who have helped us get to where we are today. Your guidance and motivation have made it possible for us to reach this important goal. You have taught us so many valuable lessons and life skills that have prepared us in countless ways for the future. Your constant support and knowledge has pushed and motivated all of us to become the best versions of ourselves that we can be. All of your hard work each day to help us has inspired me to work hard in everything that I do. Your passion for teaching and caring for us is admirable. All that you have done to help us grow, learn, and improve is recognized and greatly appreciated. To my parents, thank you for always being there for me and making me important events of our lives. Tonight we undertake one of the largest changes of our lifetime. Changes as great as what is to come after tonight are exciting, but also scary because what happens next is still unknown. Life is a series of changes, and it can come into our lives as a result of crisis, as a result of choice, or just by chance. Change is not something that is new to us, and many things have changed throughout our high school journey together. Much of our high school life was dominated by a pandemic that drastically changed many aspects of our lives. We went from in-person classes to online learning and back to in-person classes again. We entered this building as Apaches, and we will leave it today as Eagles. Technology and social media have constantly changed the way we learn, communicate, and relax. Our friends, interests, passions, and responsibilities have slowly changed throughout these years. These are all things that we've had to adapt to because we could not prevent them from happening. When experiencing change, we are all faced with having to make the choice of how we react to it. No matter what, we will experience change in our lives, and it's not something that we can avoid. Changes in our lives are the events that challenge us and force us to step out of our comfort zones. It is better to be open to change because if we ignore or hide away from the challenge of change, we deny ourselves valuable opportunities to learn, grow, and better ourselves. It is also better to be ready for change rather than unprepared. This will give us more control over how we react to the change we are having to face. When we are unprepared for change and resistant to it, we tend to let the change control us. Being ready for change at any time will allow us to continue moving forward rather than being stopped in our tracks. John F. Kennedy once said, "Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future." While it is nice to reflect on memories, we must also focus towards the future. We must create goals, plans, and dreams for our future in order to move forward in life. While trying to reach these goals, of course we will experience various setbacks, more changes from large to small. My advice to you is to not let these challenges stop you from reaching your goals. Continue persevering through and adapting to these changes. Do not run away from something out of the fear of change. Our graduation tonight is a change that provides us all an opportunity to work harder, better ourselves, and make ourselves stronger. While it is difficult to experience and be put through changes, accomplishing our end goals will always be worth the struggles along the way. I know that each of you has the ability to do great things, and I hope that you do not let the unexpected stop you from getting there. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thanks, John Nicole. At this time, our high school band will now play "We Are Young" by Tom Wallace. to keynote speaker, Mr. Mark Meyer.
Good evening. My name is Mark Miller. I'm the data science teacher here at Auburndale High School, and I started teaching in January of 2000. It's my honor to be here tonight, and thank you to Leah Thomas for asking me to speak on behalf of the class of 2022. In the year you were born, in 2003 and 2004, the average price of a gallon of gasoline was $1.74. Your parents will remember this because Mark Zuckerberg launched a Facebook from his Harvard dorm room, and Google introduced a free email service called Gmail. Don't worry, the Chromebooks would come later. The first cell phone to go viral, if you will, was the Motorola Razr, which hit the market. It was a flip phone, and it had a snake game on it, and a camera to send messages. But tonight, I'd like to talk about November 15, 1997, a day that most of you here won't remember, but for me, it helped put things in perspective. It was 67 years before you were born, and for many of you, the third Saturday in November in Wisconsin is a sacred weekend, spent with family, friends, reminiscing about years past and events to come. The 98-year groundhog was on, but I was not there. You see, events occurred years past that set the stage for me to miss that sacred day. You see, in 1992, I was a high school sophomore at Lincoln High School. There was a memo that came out from the foreign language department that they were looking for host families to host a foreign exchange student for 3 weeks the following spring. I was embarrassed to even consider my family as a host couple. I lived in rural, on a farm, showed cattle at the fair, and spent my summers up on the farm. Not the cool type, but I disregarded the letter. Our neighbor's friend's mom called and said, "Hey, are you guys hosting? Did you hear about the letter?" "No." "Mark, did you hear? We should do this." And we did, and it was awesome. Matthias and Nicholas visited for 3 weeks, and we did amazing things. Like a scavenger hunt in a mall for an Elvis record. Yes, they had a record store in the Wisconsin Rapids Mall. We met amazing friends, got to know people that we've never even considered hanging out with. So what does that have to do with November of 1997? Flash forward to college, and I attended WRF, going in my sophomore year at South Side. No, this was BC, before cell phones. That said, study abroad for a semester, earn a credit, travel, and see the world. I didn't pass this one up. I went to my first meeting in the fall of 1996, and in 1997, I was off to Paris. I went to the top of the Eiffel Tower, saw Eastern Bloc countries, the remains of the Berlin Wall, and found out why people sleep all day in Barcelona, Spain. I stayed with a farm family that my neighbors had connections with, who raised beef, had 5,000 chickens, and yes, we collected 3,000 eggs every day. I was told that I was going to be helping with the family's farmers market that Saturday in Berlin, and I would be traveling with my host father from Hamburg to Berlin. Picture driving from Auburndale to Eau Claire by cross. There was no direct route. My host father only spoke no English, so I took it upon myself to spur on the conversation the best way possible, using my 2 years of high school journey from 3 years prior. We talked for 3 hours on the way there. I know that may come as a shock to you all, but it was really cool. Family, farming, goals, we talked about it all. They must have trusted my German because I was put in charge of making sale at Berlin Farmers Market that day. A cold, rainy day. That was the third Saturday in November. That's right. I spent part of the day thinking about my deer stand, missing that special time that I would have had at home. Cold fingers, shivering hands, confined to a small stand. Yeah, this is really no different than my deer stand 3,000 miles away. As the morning went on, we were really busy making sales, making change in Deutschmarks, learning the words for meat, eggs, walnut, bread, and toward the end of the day, I made a sale, and a late customer took me aside and told me something that changed my entire perspective for the rest of my life. She said, "I understand you're from the United States," and I shook my head. She said, "I too traveled there," and shared with me that this in English, lucky me. "You know these adventures and experiences you're having right now. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, these will always be yours, and no one will ever be able to take them away." And from then on, I soaked it up. I really did. I never really realized it, but I've been soaking up those experiences the entire time. They were all mine, my entire life. You all have people in your lives that make a difference in your life. Those little experiences that gave you real perspective and molded you into the people that you are. At 9, my uncle and my cousin told me to drive a baler on a tractor that I could not reach the clutch on. Don't worry, we'll just jump off and push it in for you. I guess I was a precursor to auto steer. But at that point, my love of agriculture really took off. For me, it was when I was 12 years old and sat in a van on a Sunday morning. There were chores to do at home, something, anything, really important stuff, just not church. My mom, who was the Sunday school superintendent, member of AAL, which is the financial group of church, was in the meeting. I was really getting impatient. And when she finally came on, I was hot. I mean, really hot. I told her that I would never, ever, never be involved. She was so impressed by my anger that she wrote those words down and made me sign that slip of paper that day. She still has it and makes reference to it from time to time, and you see how it really worked out. I never got involved. I really told her. It was a time when my cousin Steve Haas called when I was 13 and said, hey, you want to go build duck houses for the Wisconsin Wetland Association? Sure. A group that we work with today. How many of you have gone on a duck trip in the graduating class? When you go outside the duck houses? Right? We still do that. And sort of with that, your child being born, marrying your best friend, there's so many amazing days to come. Austin Dillinger, Dylan Morrow, remember the pigs that we processed in class and the deer that we caught for the USSA field day? It started with cutting deer from my uncle in his shed. Hunter safety, Jerry Harvey asked me if I was interested in helping with the class. Maple syrup was a tin can and a tap on my uncle's trees. George Washington Carver, the renowned botanist and geneticist and agronomist in the Tuskegee Institute, once said, do common things uncommonly well. Anything that helps fill the lunch pail is valuable. Look to your left, look to your right. In this room, you have resources all around you that you'll use for the rest of your life. Eric, you have taken care of the first class reunion deposit with this job that we've been talking about for the past 4 years. This is the question. First, Cheryl, you have taken care of the playlist with all the music from Lady Gaga and will lead the dances at your 10-year class reunion. John Bradley, you and others have helped set that fashion statement that you'll all look back in your graduation yearbook and say, oh my gosh, we all have those. We all did. We all have those pictures. We all look back. But seriously, I see military recruits, future doctors, nurses, physical therapists, pilots, farmers, mechanics, recreational vehicle technicians, operators, sparkies. That's an electrician, right, Mason? I learned that word this year. Animal scientists, builders, designers, radiologists, food specialists, welders, and agribusiness leaders. As I look at this graduating class, I see the opportunities ahead of you, the skills and adventures that you've had in the past 13 years of AHS. This is just the beginning. As you leave this room tonight, take the memories that you've made and make a difference in someone else's life. Share an experience, a skill, a friendship. Remember that you'll always have situations that arise in your life, and there are never problems. You are always 3 phone calls away from finding a solution to your situation. Trust me, it happens every day and you don't even know it. Because this staff, your parents, guardians, make it happen because they care for you and want you to succeed and realize your dreams. As I close, I want to use the words of my organization, the FFA, with some words that we use. So as we leave this place, may we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Here's to you, class of 2022. Thank you.
At this time, our honored high school choir will now perform for Good, arranged by Roger Emerson. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to our class of 2022 salutatorian, Mr. Jesse Fowler.
Welcome everyone, and good evening. If you don't know me already, I'm Jesse Fowler, class of 2022 salutatorian, also known as tonight's first loser. Tonight, we're all here to celebrate what we've worked for during the last 13 years of our lives. Although it may have been a little rough along the way, just to our third grade recess, we got all the takeaway. Or that time fourth grade, we got the takeaway. We're in fifth grade, you know what, let's just not talk about elementary recess. Throughout all my years all in high school, I've learned many things. Obviously, we learned a lot from my classes, but the thing that really stood out to me was the community that we have. In the fall, we always had full stands for Friday night lights. And in winter, the bleachers are never empty. Our community supports the school so much throughout the year, and I'd like to give a big thank you to all of our community members. The next hard part of making high school successful is obviously all of our teachers. Although we were known as a pretty early class for our years, we still managed to make it here today. I think all of us learned pretty quickly, and this journey is not a force to be reckoned. But some of us still decided to test it a little more than we should have. We moved on to 8th grade, we knew at that point that our grade was not like most others. It finally clicked for us. Normally, 8th graders would get the lockers all the way over from the teachers. Of course, that didn't happen, because we had to be in close proximity where our energy would probably get the best of us. As we moved on to high school, we created more memories than any of us could have found. And there's also many mysteries many of us will never find out. Things like, what shampoo makes Mr. Carl's hair so luscious? Or Mrs. Vital ever win that lottery? Some things the world just isn't meant to know. Lastly, in all seriousness, I'd like to thank my parents for being the best role models I could ask for, and always pushing me to be the best student and person that I could be. Although sometimes striving for those good grades is stressful, I'm glad they were there pushing me to be my best. If you ask my mom, I procrastinated the last minute on everything. If you ask me, probably one of the only things I was saying my mom was right about. Although we've made it a memorable class and caused a few gray hairs in our teachers' heads, we still managed to make it to graduation day without actually having a fire alarm go off for a reason. Class of 22, been a lot of rides the last 13 years of our lives. I want you all to listen to this last quote from Gary Bolton. We didn't listen to anything else in my speech. Your families are extremely proud of you. You can't imagine the sense of relief they are experiencing. This would be the most opportune time to ask for money. Thank you, Auburndale High School.
Thank you, Jesse. Congratulations. The power vested in me by the state of Wisconsin, Department of Public Instruction, and the School District of Auburndale, I do hereby certify that the students seated before me who have completed all of the graduation requirements are therefore eligible to receive their high school diplomas.
So now the moment you've all been waiting for, I can have the first row please stand. Our graduates will come across the stage. They will get their diploma from our school board members. They will get a carnation, and they will head over to the, get a picture of Mr. Patterson. And then they will process onto the risers at that point. So, you can come over, you ready? Marta Amanda. Noah Patrick Altman. Steele M. Malthus. Brandy N. Berg. Jonathan L. Brandel. Brandon W. Rodner. Reese Nicole Brock. Kimberly Brunton. Eric Schikowski. David Tallman. Carson M. David. Austin T. Dillinger. Parker J. Emke. Jesse D. Fowler. Kylie J. Cushman. Mason T. Grassi. Lily E. Hockenberg. Aaliyah Johannes. Damian N. Hubert. Declan A. Jones. Jordan Marie Cobb. Sharif Al Cobb. Tanner J. Mason. Hayden B. Corsley. John D. Linsmeyer. Cheryl Lewick. Nicole E. Mark. Vanessa Martinez. Nathan R. Maurer. Mia E. Meisner. Dylan B. Mao. James R. Miller. Felix X. Neat. Noah R. Notdale. James B. Pagrax. Jordan Diane Piot. Madeline M. Peterson. Austin T. Quinlan. Morgan M. Rapp. Riley M. Rapp. Elaine M. Reese. Richard A. Reinhold. Autumn Annie Richardson. Terrence N. Roberson. Bryce William Thiel. Gavin C. White Eagle. Megan G. Wright. McKenna Marie Zier. You can see it. That was awesome. We practiced that. It took us a little time, but you guys did really well. At this time, can we please welcome our class of 2022 senior class president, Ms. Leah Thomas.
Thank you, Mr. Van Line. Well, where do I even begin? I'll start with this. Good evening, everyone. My name is Leah Thomas, and I'm honored to say I am the president for the class of 2022. First of all, I would like to start off by saying thank you. Thank you to everyone throughout my life that helped me guide myself through these 4 amazing years of high school. I would like to thank my teachers, peers, coaches, friends, and most of all, my loving family that has made me the obnoxious young girl I am today. To my class, I would like to say thank you for such amazing memories throughout the years, and to know how much every single one of you have impacted my life and everyone around you. We all are made for this beautiful world, and we all can achieve such great things if we just put our minds to it. Yes, life will be challenging. High school is challenging. But as we continue to grow older into young adults, realize how precious life can be and think of every moment as a gift. As a young girl, I always loved the thought of being a senior and getting older to be cool. Now that I look back on time, and noticed how much we have all grown into strong, independent people, I realized how fast high school flew by. As my parents always said when I was younger, don't wish your life away because time goes by way too fast. I never believed them. Now as I stand here in front of you all today with cap and gown, I notice how precious life is. For my class, take a second to look around at your peers. These people surrounding you are the ones that make us the class of 2022, and the people that we will never forget. You may not have noticed, but we never really realized we were making memories, we just knew we were having some fun. To my friends, I would like to thank you all for the small get-togethers and the friendships that will last a lifetime. Friendships come and go, but everything happens for a reason. And in the end, we all want what's best for one another. To my coaches, thank you for the opportunity for me to be able to wear the colors of blue and white, and for always believing in me to make room for improvement. Not only has sports granted me responsibility, but they have given me insight of how important a team and how important passion for sports can be. To my teachers, the most important people that have provided me with so much information and insight of the world, I thank you for being so supportive and showing me the right direction to life. To my parents, thank you for allowing me to be your favorite daughter and by never getting out on me in my dreams. I appreciate the late nights of homework and the constant support throughout my high school career. From coming to almost all my athletic events, to just being the best family a girl could ever ask for. Peyton, my favorite older sister, thank you for being the most annoying but also the most helpful person I will forever look up to. And finally, to Auburndale High School, thank you for providing me with such amazing people and such a well-rounded school and community. Thank you for the opportunity to allow my class and I to become alumni of Auburndale High School. Now that I'm ending this short and sweet speech, I would like to say thank you all for waiting for the most important part of the graduation ceremony, the part where we graduate. Thank you all, and here's to the class of 2022.
Graduates, you can stand. We have the ceremonial turning of the tassels. So, led by your class presidents, we're going to be flipping your tassels from right to left. Take it from here, Lee. All right, at this time, we are now preparing for the class of 2022 slideshow. So if everybody can remain seated, you guys can have a seat. We're going to have people on the stage to slide right behind the graduates. So there's some seats over there while we get this ready. It'll just be a minute, and it'll be played up on the screen right behind you.
What you like?
thank Ms. Mateen again for her work put into that video. Awesome job, Ms. Mateen. Also, we want to thank Mr. Prentice and the choir for the awesome job they did. Mrs. Heskey and the band for the awesome job they done. Now we get to the sets out. As soon as Mrs. Heskey gives me the thumbs up. Seniors, you can rise.